Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of my Megapark. In the last episode I made this little horse ride here with the horses that are rocking back and forth. Oh yeah, as you can see the park's already filling up nicely. Still got this area to fill. And then probably still lots of detailing to do. The beaches are not finished, for example. And the shoreline also needs some touching up. Another beach here. I can probably fill a few areas, a few episodes, just with detailing. Anyway, in this episode I want to extend the swamp area. It's already one of the biggest areas in the park, but I really like building in this style. So I will continue adding an attraction here. And in this episode I want to add an attraction here which I don't build often, but something which is also not in the park yet. This episode I want to add, it's not over here, a water coaster. Now, the kind of water coaster that I want to build is a type you can find in some newer parks. These water coasters are made by Intamin. Usually have a vertical tower with a lift which lifts up the boat and then it drops it down into the water. Then usually there's a first water splash, one that doesn't really slow the boat down, but it's just there for some effects. Then after that it goes through some just some airtime hills, some helixes, and then finally there's the second splash which almost brings the boat to a stop, and which probably soaks the riders. Anyway, I want to make the station somewhere over here, and I'll go in this direction. I'll extend the track to this part over here, and then somewhere over here I want to have the big final splash. And when you make a ride with a big splash, you'll always want to have a path near it, and possibly also have some guests watching the ride there, because you will always find that at rides that have a water splash. You will usually find a path right next to it where guests who are standing there can get soaked. Alright, I will now just start doing some landscaping, and then I'll continue building the coaster. Alright, I think that looks like a fun ride. Now all that's left to do is to make some supports for it, especially for the lift. And I also want to make this track look a little bit beefier, just like a real water coaster. So in order to do that, I will put some wooden coaster track on it, and that will make it look more like the real thing. Alright, well, you will have to use your imagination a bit, but it does look sort of similar to the existing rides that have a vertical lift under a water coaster. So yeah, I must say I'm quite happy with the way this tower looks. It does look a bit glitchier because the boat actually clips through this piece of track, but I tried to make it in such a way that it doesn't disturb me too much. Also made a bit of a catwalk on top here. So yeah, in the end I am kind of happy with the way this looks. So I will keep it this way, even though it does look like the boat is floating up a bit here in the middle. But yeah, that's the best I can do here. No, for some reason it does look like these boats are stuck here, so I will quickly reset this ride. Maybe make some extra chain lifts here. Now, for the colors of the ride, in the end I just decided to go with grey and this light purple for the tower. I didn't want the colors to be too bright, just because it really wouldn't fit in this area. So I think grey and the light purple are good colors for this, for it to fit here. Anyway, the track is done, the tower is done, so what I still need to do now is make a station for the ride and do some landscaping around it. Alright, I think that's most of the landscaping done. In the beginning I think I overdid it a little bit with the trees here, but I decided to make it a little bit more open and just put some rocks here. Yeah, sometimes it's good to have some space in between. Maybe I should also do that over here, but for now I'll just keep the trees here in the middle. I think it adds a nice little effect for the riders to make it look like they're going faster. Alright, now I'll make a station here, and since we also have a big water splash here, when you have a big water splash in your ride somewhere, you'll always want to have a path next to it. So this is always a fun element to watch for the guests, and yeah, it's also a nice place for them to get soaked if they stand too close to the ride. Alright, that's the station of the ride done. Now I can finally open it. Alright, I think that will be enough building for this episode. The coaster still needs a name. Currently I don't have one. Of course, it should probably be something related to water, to splashing. So if you have any good name suggestion, just please let me know in the comment section or on my Discord. I'm always listening for suggestions. So yeah, if you have a good name, just let me know. Alright, I've just opened the ride. This area over here, there will be a section with path here, but I will save that for a later episode. I think in the next episode I will start filling in all the unfilled areas that I left here in the swamp. And then I can also take on this area here, right next to the splash section. Alright, I think all that's left is to take a ride on a boat of this water coaster. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me build, and I'll see you again in the next episode. See you later.